Deserve ko to, isang sentence na mukhang harmless pero pwedeng maging dahilan kung bakit hindi ka yumayaman. Pagod sa trabaho, deserve ko to. Na-stress buong week, deserve ko to. May bonus, deserve ko to. Technically, oo, deserve mo naman talaga. Ang problema, hindi lahat ng bagay na deserve mong bilhin ay deserve mong gastusan ngayon. At minsan, hindi mo naman talaga binibili yung bagay. Binibili mo yung feeling na gusto mong maramdaman pagkatapos. Kaya today, pag-uusapan natin, kailan ba talaga valid ang deserve ko to at kailan excuse na lang siya para gumastos. I'm Chan, and welcome to Pinoy Stealth Wealth, the channel na hindi nagpe-flex para lang maka-impress. Dito, we focus on real wealth, smart money habits, at financial freedom. Pinag-uusapan din natin ang modest living, practical wisdom, at kung bakit sa panahon ngayon, mas sastig yung taong simple pero panalo sa buhay. Kung suwa ka na sa paycheck to paycheck cycle, tara, let's break it down. Number 1, ang deserve ko to ay hindi problema. Timing ang problema. First, linawin natin, hindi masama ang reward. Hindi rin financial discipline ang buhay na puro ipon. Walang enjoyment. Kung nagkatrabaho ka ng maayos, nag-sacrifice ka at gusto mong bumili ng masarap na pagkain, magbakasyon, bumili ng gadget o magkape, okay lang. Pero may importanteng distinction. I deserve this is not the same as I can comfortably afford this. Halimbawa, kumikita ka ng 40k net per month after rent, pagkain, transportation, bills, family support at savings, may natitira kang 5,000 pesos. Tapos nakita mo yung bagong phone na 45,000 pesos. Sasabihin mo, deserve ko to. Masipag ko kaya? Technically, deserve mo. Pero financially, kung kailangan mo hulugan ng 3,750 pesos for 12 months, 75% ng current free cash flow mo na ang kakainin nun. Deserve mo yung phone. Pero, baka hindi mo deserve yung financial stress na kasama. Eto yung unang rule. Reward yourself based on what your finances can absorb, not based on how tired you feel. Kasi kapag emotion ang nagde-decide ng spending, kahit gaano kalaki ang income mo, pwedeng maubos. Number 2, kailan talaga valid ang deserve ko to? Para hindi naman tayo maging killjoy, magkakaroon tayo ng simple test. Bago bumili, tanongin ang sarili. Kung hindi ako pagod, stress, inggit o emotional ngayon, bibilhin ko pa rin ba to? Napaka-importanting tanong yan. Kasi maraming deserve ko to purchases ang emotionally triggered. After a terrible week, biglang check out. After seeing your office mate's new phone, upgrade. After getting your bonus, bagong appliance. Hindi mo kailangan ng item. Kailangan mo ng emotional release. At dito pumapasok ang psychology ng spending, ang status signaling. Minsan, hindi natin binibili ang bagay dahil useful siya. Binibili natin dahil gusto natin ipakita sa sarili natin o sa ibang tao na I'm doing well. Especially sa Pinoy culture, malaking factor ang comparison. Si ganito may bagong car na. Si ganito naka-Japan na. Si ganito bagong phone. Tapos mapaisip ka, bakit parang ako wala pa? Pero ang hindi mo nakikita ay yung credit card balance nila, loans, family obligations, at savings nila. Nakikita mo ang lifestyle, hindi mo nakikita ang balance sheet. So bago mag-reward, pause. Wait 24 to 72 hours. Kung gusto mo pa rin after the emotional high disappears, then evaluate it financially. Number 3, kailan hindi mo deserve or at least hindi pa ngayon. Eto yung medyo uncomfortable. Hindi lahat ng deserve ko to ay reward. Minsan, self-sabotage siya na nakadisguise as self-care. Example, deserve ko mag-Starbucks araw-araw kasi stressful yung work. One coffee is not the problem. Pero kung 200 pesos per day, 5 days a week, that's roughly 200 times 22 work days equals 4,400 pesos per month, that's 52,800 pesos per year. And imagine, hindi mo naman kailangan alisin lahat. Kung 3 times a week na lang, 200 times 12 days times 12 months equals 28,800 pesos. You still enjoy coffee, pero you free up around 24K a year. That's the difference between deprivation and intentional spending. Another Filipino pattern is utang culture. Deserve ko to, installment naman. Ang problema, installment changes the pain of payment, not the price of the item. Kapag 60,000 ang purchase, 5,000 pesos per month for 12 months is still 60K before interest and fees. At kapag marami kang small installments, suddenly your future salary is already spent. Uy, saglit lang! Kung gustong matutunan tong lifestyle na to, subscribe now sa Pinoy Stealth Wealth, Real Talk, Real Goals, Real Freedom. Okay, balik tayo. Number 4, mini case study. Dalawang Pinoy, parehang 50K ang sweldo. Imagine two professionals. Parehang take-home pay na 50,000 pesos. Si Mark, after expenses, may 10,000 pesos na free cash flow. Ang rule ni Mark, every month, 70% ng free cash flow goes to financial goals. 30% guilt-free spending. So, 7,000 sa savings and investment, 3,000 sa enjoyment. Kapag gusto niya ng 30,000 pesos na gadget, hindi niya sasabihin, deserve ko to, installment. Sasabihin niya, deserve ko to, I'll build the 30,000 pesos reward fund. 10 months later, may gadget siya. Walang utang. Si John, same 50,000 pesos na salary, pero every stressful month, deserve ko to. 3,000 pesos sa restaurant, 5,000 sa online shopping, 6,000 sa weekend trip. Walang one big purchase na mukhang terrible. Pero yung accumulated deserved spending ang kumakain sa wealth building capacity niya. That's the dangerous part. Hindi usually isang malaking gastos ang sumisira sa financial progress. It's the repeated small permission slips. Number 5, gamitin ang deserve ko to framework. So, here's a practical framework na pwede mong gamitin starting today. Before any non-essential purchase, ask yourself 5 questions. Number 1, earned. May actual reason ba para i-reward ang sarili? Achievement, milestone, completed goal, o bored lang ako? Number 2, affordable. Can I pay for it without touching my emergency fund, investments, bills, or debt payments? If yes, good. If no, hindi mo afford. Number 3, prioritize. Kung bibili ako nito, ano ang hindi ko mabibili or may ipon? This is important because every peso has an opportunity cost. Number 4, repeatable. Kung gagawin ko to every month, sustainable ba? Ito yung madalas nakakalimutan. 3K once is different from 3,000 pesos every month. 3K monthly is 36,000 pesos a year. Number 5, still want it? Wait 24 to 72 hours. If you still want it after the emotion settles, then decide. If you forget about it, congrats! You just save money without feeling deprived. Number 6, ang best version ng deserve ko to. And here's the mindset shift na I want you to remember. Instead of deserve ko to kaya bibilhin ko, try deserve ko to kaya paghahandaan ko. That's a very different mindset. Kung gusto mong mag-Japan, gumawa ka ng travel fund. Kung gusto mong bagong phone, gumawa ka ng gadget fund. Kung gusto mong kumain sa expensive restaurant, gumawa ka ng leisure budget. Kung gusto mong mag-retire early, invest consistently. Hindi mo kailangang patayin ang enjoyment. I-systemize mo. Because the goal of personal finance is not to become the person who says no to everything. The goal is to become the person who can say, yes, kaya ko to. At hindi ako masasaktan pagkatapos. Number 7, the Pinoy Stealth Wealth Rule. So, here's my personal rule for deserve ko to. Never use your past sacrifice as an excuse to destroy your future progress. Pagod ka, deserve mong magpahinga. Hardworking ka, deserve mong mag-enjoy. Nag-sacrifice ka, deserve mong reward ang sarili mo. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun na kailangan mong reward yourself with something that creates future financial stress. Because real financial freedom is not may pambili ako. It's may pambili ako pero hindi ko kailangan bilhin. And eventually, Mas magandang feeling yung deserve ko to and I can afford it without touching my emergency fund, without credit card debt, without sacrificing investments, and without worrying about next month's bills. Kasi yung financially secure, walang kailangang patunayan. So next time na marinig mo sa sarili mo ang deserve ko to, don't automatically say no. Do not automatically say yes either. As, deserve ko ba to? O deserve ko lang maramdaman na may reward ako. Then, give yourself the reward without betraying your future self. Kasi oo, deserve mo yan, pero mas deserve ng future you ang financial freedom. And that's the kind of deserve ko to mindset na tunay na nagpapayaman. Kaya kung gusto mo pang matuto kung paano maging wise, simple pero panalo sa buhay, subscribe na sa Pinoy Stealth Wealth. Tandaan, hindi man tayo flashy, pero future natin, steady at happy. Subscribe now and see you in the next video.